guys, how you doing? This is Empress Shay Shay. I'm coming back with a Venus retrograde reading. Um, Venus retrograde, guys, pushes you. It's like it pushes you into tough love with the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I'm just going to jump into the reading, guys. Thank you for all that you do for my channel. Welcome back to Empress Shay Shay channel. And thank you guys, thank you guys for your likes, shares, and subscribe, and keep subscribing, guys. And again, take advantage of my special that I have going on, and you can cash out me. But anywho, Mercury, guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm trying to get it together. See, I turned the light on for y'all, but Mercury retrograde, basically, my understanding of it, it's not a bad thing, but it brings up, it pushes us to think about all the underlying issues that need to be addressed and healed in whatever relationship or situationship that you're in. Okay? And Venus does help us to clear the baggage that we're carrying so that we won't carry it into the new relationship. I had made a video somewhat like that the other day. If your relationship had no potential from the get-go, right? Then Venus will help you with that to clear up the issues, to see if you will have potential in the future for being with the person, with that said person. If I'm making any sense, guys, that's basically what it is. And Venus within that time of Venus retrograde, you will have makeups, you will have breakups, because it's like you're being forced to look in. It's sort of like shadow work. You're being forced to go, you are going through shadow work, basically. You're being forced to have a transformation in needed areas, or whatever needed area that you're in, that you're having to work on. You know, Venus, I love Venus because Venus is the god of love. Okay? So it wants you not to have a perfect love, but a healing love. It wants you, Venus is pushing you to be in a healthy relationship. And the only way you can be in a healthy relationship, guys, if you do what? Do the work. So Venus retrograde pushes you to do the work. And you need to, and it also, this is a time for you to take accountability for any of your actions. If you need to apologize, take ownership, closure for your own healing. Okay? Guys, this shit is brutal. I'm just being real. Shit is brutal. And this is also a time to get closure in your romantic life. But it moves you forward. To me, I love it because it helps you move forward in a healthier, more well-rounded way. That's why I like it. Because look at Empress Shay Shay. I still have a lot of work to do. And now I can stop myself and say, okay, this is not right. Or I'm being disrespectful. And being disrespectful, guys, is not necessarily cursing someone or saying something very bluntly. You could say something in a sarcastic way. And my problem used to be, I used to say shit in no, I ain't gonna say probably, I still do, say things in a sarcastic way. And it comes, well, no, I used to be like that. It comes so easy to where, it used to come so easy for me to where I wouldn't even realize that I was doing it. Okay? And that's funny because when I was sitting here meditating over what I was going to say to you guys for the Venus retrograde reading, I pulled out my overall energy. My overall energy for the reading was the Death card. Okay? So what I'm getting from this Death card is the masculine is going through a rebirth. Okay? The masculine is going through a rebirth. They're very regretful. They're very hurt. They stand offish from everybody. They stand offish from the divine feminine. They may not even know they're going through a rebirth. But Venus retrograde is pushing them to heal. My divine masculines are upset because they made the wrong choices. They're stuck in a situation they don't want to be in. They're ready to move on. It may not be kids involved. They're having to get divorces. It's a lot going on with these divine masculines, guys. Okay? That's for my overall energy. Okay? Now, for my divine feminines, your card that came out, these are my new angel answer cards. Communicate clearly. Okay? When I mean, both of you guys need to open your heart chakras. This is what I'm feeling. I'm going to say this. Your divine masculine is not showing emotions. Your divine masculine has to learn how to communicate also. Okay? Communicate their feelings. Be able to trust the divine feminine to communicate what they're feeling and not hold back. And, you know, that's hard for some people. Some people it may be easy for. You may can just, you know, just come out with it, but some people it's not. So your divine masculine, that's why they're going through a major rebirth, because they're having to do that. But for the divine feminine, I'm feeling like when they say communicate clearly, sometimes you say things and you may be wishy-washy with the way you say things, so you have to understand how you're saying things. Okay? Not only that, you may be very sharp with your words, and everybody's not the same. Some people are very sensitive. Okay? So, my divine feminines, you may need to clear up your mouth. Okay? That mouth can get kind of nasty, because I know Empress Shay, I got to stop cursing. And sometimes when you curse, people see that as too masculine. Okay? And it turns people off. But with me, if you see me on my channel and see me in the you know, well, in real life, my cursing is not like how I do on my channel, because the thing of it is, I pick up on different energies, but I still have a reckless mouth. I ain't making no excuses for that. But I'm trying to clean it up, guys. I'm trying to, when I pick up on the energies, and this is how I'm getting it, I know it sounds kind of raw. And that's my example, because to a masculine man, he probably be like, damn, really? And the first thing coming to his mind, he probably think, well, damn, if I get in a relationship with you, you're going to devalue me. Okay? You're going to emasculate me with your tongue. You may not do that, but that's what the energy I'm picking up on now that they're feeling. Like, well, shit, if you do it on your channel, or if you do it in real life, I'm just using myself as an example, you're going to do it to me behind closed doors. That's why sometimes, guys, we're a creature of habit. Sometimes, not saying don't live in your own truth, but work on yourself to be a better you. Okay? Even when you have a transformation, you can still say, okay, Empress Shay, even though I'm picking up on these energies, let me clean it up. Okay? Because communication can be offensive to some people. So this is what I'm getting. Maybe your mother cursed a lot. Maybe you grew up and nobody had boundaries. Maybe you grew up and it wasn't an issue. But that may be the issue. And this person may don't want to tell you because they don't want conflict, or they don't want to argue. Okay? Or maybe they have told you in so many ways and you're not picking up on it. Okay? I'm thinking it's another card behind here. See there? Guys, I didn't even know this card was stuck behind here. Guess what card was stuck behind here? Compromise. Okay? And this is where the compromise comes in. And it's funny this card was stuck to this card, because the next card out that was for the divine masculine, was forgiveness. Okay? So both of you guys have to compromise if you want to be together. And this is what Venus retrograde is doing, is forcing you to look at these issues in your relationship. And if you're in separation right now, it's because both of you need to heal. I'm picking up on the divine feminine is healed, but you guys still need to work on a few things, especially your communication and your mouth. Okay, how you communicate. Because it's necessarily not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. And that may be keeping you from your divine masculine. Okay? But your divine masculine also have to have forgiveness. I'm feeling a lot of divine masculines is like still holding grudges, still holding the past, like holding the past within themselves as to what you did or what happened in the past. You know, you have to let that go, because that's another shackle. That's something that's shackling you down for the next relationship. Okay? You can't be moved forward freely if you have shackles on your feet. That's the best way to describe it. Like you putting weights on your feet, but you instead of saying I'm going forward, but you have weights on your feet. So every time you move forward, you go fucking 10 spaces back. See, there go my mouth again. Okay? So you both have to compromise. So this is what Venus retrograde is doing. It's pushing both of you guys to compromise. Okay, we may or may not be both perfect. We may not have things we like about each other. We may be totally indifferent. But Venus retrograde is catapulting you and shifting you into trying to work on it. I would rather take accountability for who I am and what I do and say I'm working on it rather than ignoring the issue and blaming someone else. Okay? And for the divine masculines that's going through a rebirth, that's not easy, guys. That's not easy. And you don't want this person to communicate right now, especially when they're going through a rebirth, because they may or may not be nice. Or I know they're crying. It's a lot of things you don't want to see. This person, my divine feminines, push their divine masculine into a rebirth. From however you were communicating with them. Maybe you told them something that was true, and it may or may not have hurted them, but it hit them to the core to where it made them start thinking of their actions. You know, I think of myself sometimes. And I think of sometimes I say things and I have to really think about the things that I say. Okay? But again, guys, we're not perfect. We're not perfect. I'm shuffling my self-care cards, okay? So let me see what the Holy Spirit wants to say to this. I'm going to separate them. Okay? Look what the Holy Spirit wants you guys to do. Both meditate. And if you both are meditating, that's why you're healing. That's why you're separated. Okay? The other card that was on the other side is look to the stars. Meaning look to the universe. Because the universe is helping you guys come together. Okay. Do a lot of deep breathing. Communication is the biggest. I just made a video that communication is the key, the foundation of a relationship. And if a person feels like they can't communicate with you, there's no foundation. I don't care how much you build with this person. Okay? Look at two cards came out. I was going to open a deck, and I was shuffling these just now. These two cards flew out. The Holy Spirit told me to take them.